What? Is this working? Can you hear me? I've got a different setup, but I just want to make sure that this is all going properly. Hello. I have to turn my head every time I want to read chat because my phone is my camera. It's like I just hope that I'm audible. But hi guys, welcome in. I have this Beetle Lego set and I thought that it would be funny. Exactly. I thought it'd be funny to build it on stream. How is everyone's day going? Are we all doing good? Can y'all hear the music at all? It's probably turned down pretty low. The one thing I didn't account for is how loud it's gonna be, like dumping out Legos and like tearing bags open, so I might just mute for all that. Music is good? Alright, good. You were working and now you had some entertainment. Yay! That's what I was like. During the day Friday stream might have limited attendance, but maybe some people that need something to watch during the day would be able to. Well, alright. In that case then, I guess I'm gonna start building. I honestly don't know how good any kind of like commentary or anything is going to be, because it will just be me building, so I'll try to keep it exciting. I don't have any stunts planned or anything. I should have clipped my nails. Lego ASMR, can you hear the Is that good? Is that good stuff? Should I hold it up to the mic every time? The tingles. Light up a firecracker now. Spice things up. I can work on. I can work with that. But yeah, hold on actually, let me go get... So I guess a bit of introduction, y'all that know, the knowers, this is part of like a 3-piece Lego set, so it's like the insect kit or whatever. So it comes with a butterfly, the stag beetle, and the mantis. So I've already completed the butterfly, which I really like. It's got like a little bee on it. It looks great. The butterfly. Oh, actually, I was gonna say he can come off of there, but I don't think I want to take him off of there. I worry that something might happen. But yeah, so I've only completed the first one of these, so I was like, well, I can stream the next one, and then if it goes well today, I'll stream the mantis one too. If it goes horribly today, then I guess I'll stream I'll build the mantis in shame by myself. But honestly, don't know how long this will take. The butterfly didn't take too long, but I don't think it was as complex as this will be. So I don't know, maybe like 2 hours? What would be the criteria for it going horribly? I don't know. That's what that's where I posed that, and then I was like, I don't actually know what that would be, so I'm a little scared of what I may have invoked. I guess if like my whole desk falls apart or something. Yeah, if it catches fire from the firecrackers, that would be really bad. Whoa, wait. That's crazy. It's got a croissant. My dad was going off to work. There's a croissant in here. So that's pretty cool. The one thing that I like about the like Lego sets is seeing them like reuse pieces. So that's, I don't know if anyone has the bonsai, but that one has like a bunch of little like pink frogs on it. They're supposed to be like the flower bloods. Say hi to your dad. All right. Oh shit. Tell me if this is gonna be too loud, and if it is, then I'll just mute it from now on when I have to do this. Oh, brother. That wasn't terrible, right? Eek. We want it louder? Did that work? How's this going? Oh, okay. But yeah, I've had this set since... I think I've had this set for like 2 years. And I just never built it. I don't know what it was, the vibes. I just never was like, time to sit down and actually work on this. But it hit me this year. I was like, alright, well actually finish this thing for once. Same thing, he's not on screen. But the Lego piranha plant I got for last Christmas, and I just finished him like a few months ago. But he's cute. His little mouth opens and closes. My mother called me and complained that she has to put Christmas Legos together. How many Lego builds do you have? Currently, not a lot. Let's see. I have like a big... I used to have a bunch from when I was growing up, but I actually gave those away. Because I had like some old Star Wars sets that were kind of in disrepair. Like the Jabba's sail barge and like some droid mech and Boba Fett's ship, but like all of them are missing pieces and stuff, and I was like, I'm probably never gonna repair these. I was moving to Texas, so I was like, I'm not gonna be able to bring these with me, so we gave them away to some collector. So now I have the piranha plant. They were really cool. They have the Jabba's sail barge, at least they have at like my local like old toy store. They have it for like $300, which I think is around the price that you would bought it at originally. So I'm like, if I have big regrets, I can go and get it from there. But now I have the piranha plant, the bonsai. I have one of the like Imperial spy droid or something, like the black droid that you see on like Hoth. And then and then these bug sets. So I'm pretty sparse on my Lego sets, which I think is good. I don't need a bunch of them. I like building them, but if I'm just sitting there and displaying them, then I don't know, it seems like a bit of a waste. But most of my other childhood stuff, like just the spare parts and spare minifigs, all went to my little brother. So he's got like a huge collection now of just like random pieces. Oh, I put him over here. Am I missing one? That's not good if I'm already missing one. Oh, it's in the other bag. I used to play with them as a kid, but I would just make my own stuff. You never actually done a Lego build? Never? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, you just had like the big bin of Legos where you'd build stuff. I feel like that's kind of the... Like, they're both fully different experiences. Because I had a bunch of sets, and then I also just had a random bin that I would go dig in and try and figure stuff out. It was the Legos of daycare. I don't think I actually owned any. Damn, brother. Did you see that they're doing the, like, a Pokemon collaboration this year? I don't think they've announced any of the sets yet, but maybe that could be something to look into. Me and my brother did the same thing in the huge bin. I threw away the instructions. The bin remains under his desk. I mean, if you ever wanted to go back and try and figure out what those pieces are for, I think they have most of the instructions online now. There's some like really old Lego sets that I really wish that I could get. And they're still around, but most of them are like expensive. Like Exo Force was like a really cool set. It had like mechs and stuff. Space Police was one that I liked growing up. I mainly remember the Lego horses. We had like a Lego like skeleton horse that was really cool. I guess from like an orc set or something. But yeah, and then of course Bionicles are definitely still my favorite Lego product and the one that was always interested me the most. That would be my holy grail, is getting some old Bionicle kits. The fuck? Oh. Whoa, wait. Oh no. Wait, how did you... I thought I sent that to one per stream. I might not have limited that one. Oops. Ah, crap. Alright, let me figure out how I'm gonna do this. 2 birds. I wish I could use my phone, because my phone is my, legitimately. My phone is my, has my birding app and everything on it, so I'm just gonna have to try and dig back in my brain and figure out what the last birds I saw were. Let me Google them real quick. I gotta set up a new OBS thing. Hold on. Where's my window capture? Start of the basic. Golf grind early to see this shit. Summer, you're here just in time for birds. Oh, my screen's too small, hold on. Alright. The last bird that I saw was at my work. There was a mottled duck. Because we have a little pond in the back, and he was just sitting there, all alone. Music is randomly hella loud. Oh, hold on. Sorry. It's because I added a new... I'm sorry. I added a new source on accident. So he was just sitting here at the pond, all lonely, so I don't know what was up with them, if they're like more solitary or something. But he was really cute. And then... yeah, that. And then the other day I was out skating, and I heard this little guy first. And then I saw him like up in the tree, and he was just fluttering around. But he's real cute, real tiny. But yeah, those are me birds. I guess I'll have to fix that redeem after the stream. Because I did not know that you guys could redeem it more than once. But yeah. Oh, I gotta move my mic back. But yeah, I have like a separate table that I'm building on. That is not my like regular... What am I looking at this from? I'm missing another piece. So this is like an old... I think it might have glitched. Oh, okay. That's funny. You guys are mind melding. I really wanted like a second desk, so I got this like old sewing table from a thrift store, and it's worked out great for that. I don't have a sewing machine to install into it though, but that's fine. I'm missing a piece. That message is sending. What's up, Good? My boy Good. Well, I guess we'll keep moving. I hope that piece isn't important. Do I have a secret one in here? No. Chat, can you find the missing piece? Both of these bags don't even need to be on the table right now. Ah, it's so loud. Get a sewing machine. The big cheese, they call me. You think of doing blackberry lemon honey flavor for your first kombucha batch. Do you have any flavor thoughts? What's your fave booch flavor? Oh, that's so tough. I might need to look at the brand of booch that I used to drink. I don't remember if it was Health Aid or not, but normally I like blackberry, yes. Sometimes I'll get like a honey ginger, something in that flavor range. And then I think the other one I would drink a lot is like pomegranate, but I would need to make sure. Anything that runs that kind of like I guess kind of like dark fruity flavor. Like a pomegranate, black currant, blackberry, blueberry. That would be really cool. But yeah, the blackberry lemon honey sounds absolutely delicious. Yeah, Gouda, you gotta try kombucha. It bangs, dude. It's so good. It's the only drink I've had where after drinking it, I felt like legitimately like better. Like I just felt better than before I drank it. Gotta move us a little bit. It's so good for you. Although when you read the instructions, they're like, yeah, this has really good health benefits. You just need to drink like 3 of these a day, every day for like a month. And it's like, oh. But they're still delish. Yeah, fuck man. I guess I'm just moving on without that piece. That's alright. I'll probably find it at the end. Am I building? Oh yeah, I'm being stupid. Apparently homemade booch 2 is even better than store-bought. I believe that. I'm only supposed to drink 4 ounces daily. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Like, maybe I'm mistaken. Y'all ever had horchata? I love horchata. Ooh, horchata flavored booch? That would be gnarly. Eek! No! I gotta remember where the camera is so that I'm actually showing what I'm building. Damn it. Okay. Duh. What if I move this a little? Sorry if that was like it sounded crazy on the microphone. I just heard it's some fermented drink. What does booch even taste like? Taz makes a really good point that it tastes kind of vinegary, but that saying that sounds bad. But it's good. Like it's got like a kind of like a nice kind of fermenty flavor to it. It's like how sodas or like a cola is kind of spicy, but that spice has been translated to a delicious blackberry lemonade. They're really unique. Hmm. It's almost like beer if it was good. Peppermint would be crazy. Yeah, mint probably more than like mint, kind of like an herbal flavor than like a peppermint would probably be better. Yeah, I'll have to see which ones I normally drink, because honestly, I was drinking them and kind of got priced out of them. Just because it was a little costly. But then, I mean, I was always a little bit afraid to actually brew my own. Just because of botulism and all that. But Rowan, if you do it, maybe that's the inspiration that I need. I say if you do it, you are doing it. Yeah. This is in the wrong spot. Put my little croissants on. Ah! Because at least in the first fermentation, it's an anaerobic process where the pH is too acidic for botulism to form. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm sure that botulism isn't that big of a deal. I just have demons that make that kind of stuff difficult to ignore. Croissant creature. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Eek. But this is our build so far. This phone camera is so nice. Botulism was invented by the US government to punish you for eating gas station nachos. That's real. I I don't like cooking for people generally, just because the whole thing just gives me anxiety. But then entering in the fact that I might make a bunch of people sick just like quadrupled that anxiety. It's not even something that I was thinking about. But like, oh god, no. Gouda, you're really the man of the house over there. Do you want my recipe? I want all your recipes. Especially the, like... Yeah, give me the weird German cookbook. So that I can make a bunch of strange nonsense. Oh, also Rowan, I'll send you the dosh today for camping, but I'm so excited. Like last week, I was sitting there and I was like, I wish that we would go camping twice a year because I miss my friends so much. And trying to scheme on how I could get everyone to go camping at least twice a year. But then you messaged and saved me, so now I have something to look forward to. I'm at least glad to like live back on the, well, technically I'm not on the East Coast, but close enough that it's not such a big ordeal to come by and see y'all. So that puts my mind and heart at ease. Yeah. Oh, hi Scotty. Sorry, I have to turn and look. I have to turn and look at my chat. So if I miss messages, it's because I got too locked in. I think when we move to Oregon, I'll have to figure out a new way to get us camping. I'm still gonna try to make our cabin trips happen, but we'll see how much the flights are and all that. Yeah, that seems like it'll complicate things. Like I really hope that we'll be able to still do it as normal, but that'll be tough. Every time that I'm reminded that you're moving to Oregon, I like die a little inside. I'm happy for y'all and y'all have a great time up there, but I'm always like, oh fuck. Did I do this on the wrong side? No, we're good. Gouda, I don't know what you can, I don't know what you can bring me, but I'm sure that you'll be able to figure something out, because I do want something cursed from Germany. Brother, I'd love to go to Oregon. I've never been over to the West Coast, but I've always really wanted to go. Showing me images of lakes. Yeah. My sister lives in Seattle, and granted those aren't like directly next to each other, but I at least do have a reason, like more than one reason to be over on the West Coast. It's just a lot to fly all the way from Florida. Big deserts and volcanoes. Fuck, dude. All of that sounds perfect. Now I'm mad. No, I'll have to figure out some way to get up there. Yeah. I forgot to put socks on before stream, but I'm pretty sure my camera won't dip anywhere and show my feet, but I am living in mortal fear of that. Logan toes. I hope I built that right. What's that one? It might have been an Onion article where it's like man who stuck his arm in lava smugly refuses to describe what lava feels like. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit more. What do you guys think? Should I get the camera a little bit closer to the desk, or do we like this kind of like zoomed out look? If not, maybe next time I stream I can try a different setup. We plan to move in May 2027. Maybe we could do a camping trip in early 2027. This would be... So this one coming up doesn't have to be the last one. Oh, I mean, I would love that. That would be great. Oh, that's not right. Shit. There you go. There you go. That's completely incorrect. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys do the family trip camping, that would be great. But I also know how, like, I mean, maybe it isn't this way for y'all, but that's what I try to do every time I visit South Carolina. I was like, alright, I'm gonna go see my friends, see my family, like, do all this, and it's a lot. So if you guys are like, oh, that's, like, way too much to do, then I would also completely understand. Yeah, I feel like cabin is definitely the way to go, especially if you're kind of trying to get someone who's not super into the idea of camping out there. Because, like, you go to the cabin, you go somewhere where you can do a couple hikes or something, and then you always have your creature comforts that you can kind of return to when you get back. And, like, it helps a lot. There are so many times at the cabin where we would just have like TV time and just kind of like chill out for a minute, and it was just so nice to be able to do that, but then also still be outdoors and away from everything and being kind of secluded. With 7 people, no way, brother. That's right, my family does like a really big camping trip in July. We go up to Virginia and go camping up there at the Chincoteague Island. But even then, we're still on like a campsite, and they have a bathhouse and everything, and I think the campsite has Wi-Fi, so it's like, we're still tent camping for the whole week. But thankfully we aren't like dying in the woods with no like sink or shower or anything. And then I've gone roughing it camping like overnight, but never longer than that. Yeah, the whole Scotty knows. Yeah, it's that one with the wild ponies. That's been my mom's side of the family. That's been their like family reunion spot for the last like, I don't know, 50 years, maybe more. So I've been going my whole life. But that'll be super fun because we go in July every year. I'd love to visit Colorado at some point. I've only heard good things about it, but it seems like everyone's like top vacation spot. It seems awful to live there, but driving through it was beautiful. I believe that. I feel like that's the case with pretty much any spot that a bunch of people visit. It's like, no, dude, you really don't want to live here, but you should go check it out at some point. Does that look right? I'll just kind of zone out for a little bit and keep building, and that's when I'd make the majority of my mistakes. Looking snazzy. Okay. I was like looking at it the wrong way. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Seem kind of crunchy. It's Maga Central. Oh no, brother. My New Year's resolution, I didn't make any either. I guess I had like a few things where I'm like, oh, I'll be more active this year. Like I'll keep track of like fitness stuff, and I do want to try and stream once a week. I don't know how far we'll get with that plan. But I would like to stream once a week. I think is like a pretty reasonable thing to achieve. But I never like declared anything like, alright, this is gonna happen this year for sure. Although I've been avoiding the gym entirely because I'm sure it's just absolutely swamped right now. Even though I've actually been wanting to go for once. Shit! Your gym has been pretty crazy? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I start exercising more too, but I'm at the point in my life where I can't do a single push-up, so it's been difficult. Aw. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, though. You got this, and you're already taking, like, holding yourself accountable and, like, actually doing that stuff is the toughest part. So if you can keep up with that, then that's great. And setting goals, and being able to do a push-up is a pretty good goal. Did I put these on wrong? Oh? I guess this is just like a shitty piece of wood. The only other thing I could think is that it's like a pupa, which would be really cool. But no, it's not, because there's mushrooms on it. I just don't want to have joint pain at age 22. Well, ah, fuck. I got bad news, Gouda. That's gonna happen anyways. I think I lost a piece. Cancel the stream. I need to stop opening the bags towards me like a dummy. What the hell? Oh my god, everything's falling apart. Alright. Look at these, they're from the little battleship game. Oh. Interesting. Someone was really thinking when they made this. I always think like, oh, the people that like design the Lego sets, that must be like the best job ever. But like, that's one of those jobs where I like think hard about it and I'm like, I could never do that. Like, maybe I could, but my brain just doesn't work like that. I do love seeing people's, like, I think they're MOCs, like my own creation or whatever. I follow a few of those. They'll do like custom Bionicles and stuff like that, and like, that stuff's always crazy. Oh. Gouda redeemed Gouda's tip of the day. Oh shit. I love when channel point stuff comes in because and everyone is like, oh wait, we could do this. Tilda Swinton. I did put a cooldown on Name a Woman. I think it's got a few minutes between naming them. Why do I feel like you named Tilda before? I mean, I don't think I have, but Gouda's got the most updated list, so Gouda would know. If I have, that's really funny, because that is not a person that I think about often. Should I write down the birds as well? No, I think, because it'll just be off of which ones I've seen recently. I think that's a little bit less of like with the women list, ideally I will end up naming all women. So that one's more important to keep straight. But I feel like with birds, it's like, well, if I saw a really cool rare bird twice, then I feel like that's fine. So this one has not been on the list. Ayy. Why does it wiggle? Oh well. Oh wait, we're building the damn Beetle. That's exciting. Oh. I have the IQ of a potato chip. Keep track of the list more carefully than my finances. Well, I'm grateful for that, but maybe there's another issue that needs to be addressed. It's not hard keeping track of money when you don't have any. That is fair. Brother, I gotta get my car registered in Florida, and that's gonna clear me out. It's so expensive. But I gotta do it. There's a little piece. The economy. Did I build this upside down? No. It's like this. Okay. 2 IQ. Oh, we got an ad break coming up. Where's this other piece I'm looking for? There's one of them. Oh, I fucked up. Took down all the Christmas stuff, so it looks so empty here now. I feel you. We took down all our stuff last week and threw out the tree and everything, and it was kind of a bummer. I just love the Christmas season so much. It's just so nice and jolly. And now knowing that there's like, I mean, not a lot of big holidays for a long time, it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of a bummer. I also think I found which piece I lost, so I might go look for that real quick to see if I can't find it. One sec. I found it! It was under me desk. I might change the soundtrack here in a minute. Oh, am I not supposed to be doubling this? I guess we'll find out. Shoot. Oh no, we're good. Although there is other stuff I wasn't adding. This is again just with me zoning out and not locking in. Oh. think that's done. Does anyone have any plans for the weekend? Well, I finally get to sew my blue dress. Cut out all of my pattern pieces this week. Yay! That's awesome. I will be very much looking forward to seeing the progress on that. Ah, shit. For the pattern, did you base it off of another dress that you have? Or are you just freeballing it? Just took your measurements and hit my mock-ups with a hammer until it fit. That's so crazy. I've only used I've only tried to sew once, and I ended up using up actual pre-made pattern and everything, and it was so difficult. So the idea of just freehanding it is just insane, but I really hope it turns out well. This looks like a cool little spaceship or something. Sometimes pre-made patterns are more difficult. It's easier for me when you can butcher a cheap fabric, but gain real understanding of how everything goes together and fits in exchange. You know what? That makes sense. It's also like your handiwork the whole time, so it's like I feel like that helps too. Like, alright, I took these measurements, I did all this stuff. Like, if you're just kind of going based off of like pre-written instructions, I feel like that could make it a little bit harder than if you were doing it by hand. Both are crazy. Both are insane to me, but I feel like I can see how that would work. Ah. Why does this fit, but that other one doesn't fit? Oh, it's because I forgot a piece. There we go. Oh, his little horn's gonna move. Eyeballs. Oh. It wasn't really that hard to get the initial mock-up either. I just took measurements and made sure to write down the spaces in between them. Basically, good. Off of. And the only thing you have to consider is how to split those measurements into 4 panels. That's a lot, though. I mean, give yourself some credit. You're very crafty. And I feel like this is very in your wheelhouse. But I'm glad that it wasn't that difficult. There you go. Look at him, he's going boop. Noot noot. Hmm? Oh, I was reading the instructions wrong. this piece. I love this piece. I don't know what all they use it for, but it was used for like little droid arms in the Exo-Force series. But I don't know, something about it. I just like it. I got nostalgia for it. The most difficult part for me is not saying, good enough. That's fair. That's kind of the trap that I put myself into, especially with art. Where I'll sketch something out and I'll look at it and be like, yeah, probably. And then I always forget that, like, that is true sometimes, that is the better version. But most of the time, if I do go and give myself a second draft to work with, it's significantly better. Look at this, he's gonna have like a little ball joint. When will you get your top 10 Lego pieces to chew on? You know what? I've thought about doing a tier list stream for a while, because I think tier lists are really fun. But I also like when the context for the tier lists get changed. So if there's a Lego pieces tier list, we could... Balls! If there's a Lego pieces tier list, then I could order them based on how tasty they would be. But I've wanted to do Lego or a tier list and then put out like kind of a call to action, like, hey, if anyone has tier lists that they want to see me do, then go ahead and send them to me. So maybe that'll have to happen. Look at this guy though, isn't he cool? No, he is. And his little top one goes up and down. Balls awake. But yeah, the only tier lists that I've been able to think of are like different kinds of doorknobs and Super Smash Bros. Maps. So if you tell where my brain is at. Where's Rachel? She'd love this. Yeah, where is Rachel? Somebody summon her. I have strong opinions on what plastic childhood toys to chew on. I've seen and lived the spoon tier list. Yeah, I might put out a submission form for tier lists or something. Because I think that would be a really fun stream to do. Oh my god. It's about to get really real in the next, like, couple minutes. Ah, crap. I put this in the wrong one. I don't know how much it matters, but I would like him to be built correctly. There we go. You know what? I think we'll be right around 2 hours when this is finished. I don't know if I want to do anything else after this guy's done. I figured I'd save the mantis set for another stream. But I wasn't even sure what else I would stream today, if anything. No stream forever. I love reading that because I assume it's no stream forever, but I love no stream forever. Ah, shit. Good, he's a bug. Shouldn't the mantis be special? It's in the name. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was like, oh, I think I'll give it its own stream. I don't want him to be like, I fucked it up again. I didn't really want it to be like appended to the end of this stream, you know? I'm just gonna plug these green ones into all of these so that I can't keep on getting it backwards. But no, I'm super excited about the Mantis build. He looks so cool. Ooh. Look at him, he looks adorable. He looks like an Ultraman alien. Playing with toys. Are there mantises in Florida? There are? I haven't seen any though. I think we just have like the basic, like, regular old green mantis. But I don't know, like, I don't know if they have like a season or something. I think that in most places they're out more around like the summertime. But I'll have to look it up. What I really do want though is a app that works, because the birding app I use is Merlin Bird ID, and it's great. Like, it's really good for keeping track of everything. Has a really good database of birds. Like, it's made birding possible for me because it's just such an easy thing to work with. But I don't know if they have something like that for bugs, and that would be something that I'd also be really interested in. Because I'll see like native bees and stuff. Like, there's like a blue like native bee that hangs out around here. I've seen like a big white one that was really cool. And working at the plant nursery, you see a shit ton of bugs all the time, but I don't have a great way to like identify and keep track of them easily. I guess I could just put them down in my own like notebook or notes app or something, but it's just nice to have it on like its own dedicated thing. You have to get into insect watching once you've seen all the birds. Yeah, exactly. Look at him. Yay! Yippee! He's jumping for joy. I guess I can make him stand now. He can just stand over here. Oh man. Hold on. It's kind of funny that he only has like one point of articulation in his legs. Like in the end he's just gonna be sitting on a stump forever, but it is kind of silly. All birds speedrun. I'm doing my best. Well, that's where I feel like keeping track of the birds you see is like awesome, because now you're more aware and more interested in like what's around you, and like you're always just kind of like, ooh, what's that? Oh, I haven't seen that before. Oh, it turns out it's like this. But then you also hit the opposite of that, where you're like, oh, it's a palm warbler, who cares? What's your favorite bird you've seen? That's a tough call, because there's a bunch of different categories. I think one of the coolest encounters that I saw was with a, it was a merlin and a blue jay. And merlins, I can pull them up in a second, but merlins are like these really little, like falcons. Here. So, I'm gonna fail the geeks check real quick. I was at work and I saw a bird dive down and grab like a lizard out of the grass and like fly away, and I was like, whoa, that was crazy. I think that was a kestrel, because kestrels are also like a really small like little falcon. And I was like, well, the colors on it line up a lot better with a merlin, but it wasn't a merlin, because merlin are known for snatching other birds out of the air and like eating other birds. So I was like, well, it's definitely not that, because he was eating a lizard. And then literally the next day I heard some commotion out in the nursery, and I was like kind of ignoring it, because I was like, I don't know, birds here, like there's always crows and grackles and stuff, and they're always yelling, so I'm like, whatever. And I looked over and there was a merlin, the kestrel, which turned out to be a merlin, was on the ground, and it had pinned a blue jay down, which was like roughly the same size as it, and I was like, whoa. So like kind of fucked up to see a blue jay getting like brutalized by another bird, but like a really cool encounter. Like I was just like, that's really crazy to actually see. And confirmed what I had originally thought was like, oh, it looks like a merlin, but no, probably not. So that was like really cool. The other one, it's not, I keep on bumping my camera. It's not special. Like, it's not special looking, but, this is a gray gull, and I think I told Gouda about this a little bit. And I don't know if I talked about it to anyone else, but these things are native to like Peru and like Chile, I think, or like around that area. And someone had spotted one here in Florida, and that's like super unheard of. Like this is not in their area at all. So apparently there's this one gray gull that hangs out in a flock of like other gulls and terns and everything. And he just comes to the US like coast once a year. He like got blown off course or something like 3 years ago. So he's like the only gray gull like in the US, and people have been like tracking him for a few years, so I got to go to the beach and see him, which was like really, really cool. So it's like I went there to the beach and I was like standing there with my coworker and my little brother, and we were like looking for the gull, and there's this little like kind of more gray gull than the rest of them just standing right there, and there's this guy beside me who's like, there he is, you see him? And I was like, oh shit, yeah, there he is. Like super he's super like kind of lame to look at, but really cool to know that he's like the only one around, and that I got to see one that's like, I mean, extremely rare, like the one that I would have to travel like to another continent to get to see. So that was really exciting. And then in Florida, of course, we have the spoonbills, which are like really sick. So like these are just like, it's a Pokemon variant Galarian Seagull. So like roseate spoonbills are just like around in Florida. They're like the coolest thing, and they're so bright, and like because they're similar to flamingos where their feathers get pink because of the plankton they eat and stuff. But they don't go anywhere like picturesque. If you see them in Florida, you'll most likely see them in a ditch on the side of the road, like a little flooded ditch, and they'll be like spooning around and they're looking for little creatures to eat. So like they're absolutely amazing, like super cool birds to see, but you just find them in like shitty places because that's just how Florida is. But those are probably my 3 favorite ones that I saw last year. There's one more actually, but I'm gonna stop doing bird talk now. I'll talk about more of them on another bird of the day. Because I've been completely derailed. But that's right, I'm not even a very serious like birder. And you'll see people out there like on the beach and stuff that are just like, this is their entire life. And I'm super into this, like I've really been enjoying it a lot. No, I like listening to bird talk. You gotta pay the toll. I'll do, at the end of the stream, I'll do one more, because it might be one of my favorite birds that I get to see around Florida, and I've seen it like 3 times now. But no, there was the dude that I was talking to about the gray gull, he had on like a book bag, and he had his phone and a camera, and like was super kitted up, like definitely bird watching like all the time. This is his whole thing. And I was talking to him and he was like, we both already redeemed it. Yeah, I can't exhaust all my bird knowledge. So he was like super kitted up, like obviously super into birding. And I was talking to him and he was like, yeah, I just kind of do this, like it's not like a huge hobby for me. You should see his friend, I think it doesn't matter what her name was, but he was like, you should see her, like she's super into this. And I was like, if you're not very into this and you have like bespoke binoculars and like a whole outfit and everything ready for birding, I'm terrified of this other person. Like this other person's probably crazy. Yeah. Look at him, he's adorable. He's like got a really good build to him. I'm super into him. And now we get to build his wings and his elytra and everything. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm bumping the camera. How do I put this on here? Oh, I might get Wingstop tonight. I'm so excited. Does this really just kind of slap right on here? He's a little rickety. That's so funny that they felt like they needed to give him that little bit of movement. Sorry, I'm bumping the camera. What kind of wings are you gonna get? Maybe that bird guy was just rich? Yeah, I think he has... he said he had a house in Florida, so he was definitely rich. That's a good point. Yeah, he said he had a house in Florida, and then I plugged my the nursery that I worked at, because I was like, hey, if you need plants, like, oh, we got you, homie. What kind of wings am I gonna get? I get boneless. But normally I get the oh, I'm losing it. I get mango habanero for half of it, and then the other half I get hot honey. Boneless is superior? Yeah, it is. You get more food and you don't have to like do a puzzle when you're trying to eat dinner. It's just so many people get really up in arms about it, so I always feel like a pang of guilt whenever I'm like, I like boneless wings. Yeah, and if my teeth hit a bone, my day is ruined. So I just try to avoid it as much as possible. So yeah, half the mango habanero, half hot honey. But recently the hot honey hasn't been tasting great. I don't know why. So I might switch to the Cajun, like Louisiana rub. I don't even fuck. Boneless is way better. I don't want bones. I don't want bones. I don't know why that's such a big deal. I have like a few foods that I'll work for. Crab legs. Crawfish. Ribs. I'll eat ribs off the bone. But like everything else, I want it to be a completely seamless and easy eating experience. Crab legs, the enrichment is good, and it's like anabolic or whatever. You're burning as many calories as you're spending. I don't want to work for chicken. Yes, it's also like little tiny bones, and they're so frail. Like I don't know. At least if I'm eating like ribs, it's like a huge bone, and I'm like, okay, I can avoid this. But exactly. I can get bone-free, like I can get boneless chicken thigh at the store, because like there'll be some people that's like, you don't like it, you don't like dark meat then, and I'm like, no, I love dark meat. I just don't want to fucks with the bone. If you get the bones, you can make chicken stock. This is true. This is true. But I hate to say it, I will likely just buy the chicken stock. You can make chicken stock from cooked bones. I've never made a stock. I need to live more like a villager. This does not go here. I'm always saying this, but you're brewing right now, so you're kind of getting back into that rustic lifestyle. This is weird. Typically it's only worth it to make your own stock if you're breaking down a whole chicken. Yeah, good point. Which I will never do. I hate handling chickens so much. Like, I despise it. It's just like germophobia stuff. But like, brother, anytime I have to cook with chicken, I'm like full hazmat suit. John, what's going on, my boy? Do you see my guy? Awesome, Beetle, thank you. John, how are you doing? How was your Christmas, New Year? How's your sinus infection? I feel like I'm fucking this all up. It's because it's supposed to be like this. It's killing me, on God. I think maybe I'm coming out of it now, but I've been so dizzy for like a month. And a month before that, it just felt like I had a slight cold all the time. Brother, that's terrible. So... I mean, I'm glad that you're doing better, but holy shit. Yeah, I was worried when the first round of antibiotics didn't get rid of it. I guess it must have been pretty bad too if you just had it for like a month beforehand. That's making me wonder if I have if I have a sinus infection. I got sick over Christmas, and then I just started to get better, but I've still been like a little sicky. But I'm probably fine. Oh. Oh, he's beautiful. Look at that. I thought it was just allergies, but then one day I couldn't swallow, so I was like, okay, I need to see a doctor. Well, I hope you're out of the woods soon. I must say these Lego builds are pretty. They are. I'm really impressed with them. But I think that's what I like about a lot of the newer sets is that they seem a little bit more geared towards like having like a nice final product. Like it doesn't draw too much attention to the fact that it's made out of Legos. So then it just ends up being like just like a cute little build. And I think that's great because if it's meant for displaying, then I do want it to like hold its own as a little piece. How was your holiday 2025 season? It was good. I had a bunch of family coming to town, so I had like we had like 5 people staying with us, and then my grandma was in town. She was at like an Airbnb. So just like a lot of family time. But it's great because I don't get to see them super often, since everyone is out of state. So that was really nice. And I've had a bunch of short weeks at work. Technically I've got a short week at work this week too. So I have a 3-day weekend. So that's been great for me, terrible for my wallet, but I've been having a great time not doing anything. Hey, we're the Beetle. People say we beetle around, but we're too busy. Beaten? No, not that. How are you doing, Callie? I've built this man. It's still kind of early over there for you, yeah? Yeah, 11. Looks dope as hell. Yeah, he looks great. I'm gonna go for a walk through the wonderful woods today, I think. That sounds amazing. I wish that we had that here. Look at how majestic. My boys Elytra. Oh my god, they fold back. Oh my god, it's the best Lego set ever. Oh, they don't overlap. Hello? Wait, there's lyrics? Is this the, like, credit song of Drawn to Life? I've never heard this. Wonderful Woods sounds like a Kirby stage? Yeah, probably. Alright, I guess it's time for you to figure out another soundtrack. Alright, I just threw it on my Kirby playlist, but it'll start with Dreamland 3. Sadly, this Beetle would be top 10 objects my cat would knock over. Literally nothing is safe from Bagheera. Every time you talk about her, she's being an absolute heathen. Is it playing the same song again? Hold on. Should listen to the Zenless Zone Zero soundtrack. Is it good? What kind of vibe is it bringing? Oh my god. Kind of like Jet Set Radio vibe. That was actually, when you mentioned it, I was like, you know what? That game probably has something pretty funky going on. She also broke my wife's ashtray as right as stream started. I've been cleaning up class the whole time. No, what? Why is she so terrible? I put the song wrong. Okay. I will consider the. I will peruse the Triple Z Zeiners, Zrivens, and Zives soundtrack at some point. Y'all ever watch Guy Fieri? Diners, Diamonds, and Dives is excellent television. It is wonderful. I'll find a banger for you. Thank you, my boy. I used to house sit for my neighbor in Texas, and he had cable. And every time that I would be over, I would just put on the Food Channel, and Diners, Diamonds, and Dives would always be on, because I think it's the only show they have on there. And it's just so delightful. It's just every episode is just like, all right, guys, I went and ate somewhere real tasty. And it was awesome. So let's show you what that's all about. And it's always like, yes, this is wonderful. What a perfect show. Did I make this wrong? I hope not. That would really bum me out. Is peak hotel TV content? The last time I stayed in a hotel, I watched like 3 episodes of Black Jesus, because that was was on fuck, what is it? Adult Swim. I recently watched a few episodes from the original 1999 or 1993 Iron Chef, and it's absolutely delightful. That I'll have to dip into. I haven't watched any Iron Chef. But that's the show where he sells all the ingredients really crazy, right? Triple D starts out like pretty whatever. Like he's like, I'm going to Shitbag, Missouri, and I'm gonna go get a bunch of fucking milkshake sliders. And then it's every single restaurant he goes to is pretty samey. But then in the most recent episodes, it's just him like highlighting a lot of like local like fusion cuisine and stuff. Or like he's like, yeah, we got some authentic Taiwanese food in the middle of Waco, Texas or something. And it's like, oh, that's like, I don't know. That's kind of nice. I love the angle of like highlighting local business. And it ends up with like a really like eclectic amount of like different foods and cultures and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't know. I got a lot of respect for it. I think it's a good cause. That's the newer one, but it's the same idea. Oh, okay. So yeah, big shout outs to Guy Fieri. He seems like a chill dude. All-time track here, it's absolutely amazing. I'm gonna snooze the ad break. This song makes me want to cry every time. Dreamland 3 definitely has one of my like favorite soundtracks. And I think it's the same composer as fuck, why am I losing it? The same composer as Crystal Shards. Which, I mean, you could probably just tell. Oh my god, he's done! Wait! Wait! Dynastic Hercules. Well, you can see my boy 3 times on the same screen. I always think of the cute animation of Gooey and the Dragon Quest slime hanging out. Aw. My boy. He's beautiful. Look at some of the featies. This is posable. His head's posable. All his little arms. You can move them all around. His wings, so you can have it where he always has his wings out, or unfortunately you have to take them off to close his elytra. I might keep him like that, honestly. I feel like that looks pretty sick. This one goes down all the way and this one doesn't, and I can't figure out why. Oh. Is that piece supposed to come off? No. But I guess he's supposed to look like that? That seems wrong. Yeah, why? Did I put an extra piece? What did I do? There we go. I might keep him like this. And find somewhere to put his wings. What's his name? Huh. Thompson. This is Thompson. Yup. That seems good to me. What's good, Thompson? For stuff like this, I've always felt like there should be some sort of way to store extra stuff. Yeah. I also feel this way. The Lego bonsai set I really like. This at least I have. I'm going to sweep it into this drawer over here. All my little extra pieces. Oh god, my camera. Alright. But yeah, the bonsai set has like a whole nother set of leaves and stuff you can put on. You can either do it where it's doing like the little cherry blossom blooms, or it's just got regular ass like leaves. And so you have like a shit ton of extra parts for nothing. Like you can't do anything with them. You have to like put them in a box in your closet, and they're like super fragile. So it's like, it is kind of weird that there's no plan for that. So yeah, I don't know why they do that. But shit. I guess that's that's the end of the stream. Next time I'll do the mantis. I think I have him down here. Oh, I don't. I'll have to find the mantis. He's gone somewhere. I don't know where he is. But I'll have to find him before I do my next stream. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy with him. I guess I can even lower the camera now. I have it on like a super tall tripod that I got for Christmas and did not realize how tall it would be. But here, now you're on his level. Yippee! He's so badass and awesome. He's hanging out with his best friend Pearl Splatoon. You see how dry my hands are. I gotta put some lotion on. Alright. Whee! But yeah, guys, I don't really have anything else. That's kind of all I had planned. Oh, I can talk about the my other bird encounter that I like a lot. Oh, Kirby. Callie was actually there for this one. So these are a little bit more rare in Florida, but you can still see them around the coast. But it's a magnificent frigate bird. And they're just like so sick. Like you can see it, like you can spot them really easily because I mean, look at them. They're always like super high up in the air and they got such a distinct silhouette. I haven't seen one doing their little puffed out throat thing. That's what they're known for. That's like the male like mating display. But we were out on a little sunset cruise with the family and we saw That's not a female. This is the female. We saw one of these flying around. But they were one of the first birds I saw when I started paying attention, like while I was birding. Because I just saw them, I was at the beach and I just saw them like floating way high up above everything else, and I was like, that looks really gnarly. I wonder what that is. And lo and behold, that was like the thing that got me like really interested in that. There's a monster hunter bird with a big puffy neck like that. All I can think of is the Jagras, which I know is not what you're talking about. I can do that with my neck too. That's how John gets all the honeys. Oh good, State Farm is messaging me about my it's the Kuru Peko. Time to see what that is. I've probably seen it. Not AI mode, oh god no! I just dried up a whole lake in Wisconsin. Oh, this thing. I have never seen this before. Is this the thing? Or is there one that's like not in... There's an amiibo? This thing's cute. Wow, there's a shiny. That's cool. Their whole bit is they run away and honk to get other monsters to beat you up. That's funny. I love that as their defense mechanism is letting other creatures know that it's mealtime. That's dope. Is there a Lego pieces tier list? Maybe I could do tastiest Lego pieces. Ah, that's not many. These aren't great. Oh. These are too specific now. Oh well, that's fine. Maybe some other... I'll have to put some actual research into it to see if I can get which ones are tastiest. But alright, that might be it for me then. I'll bounce for now. Let me see if there's anyone actually streaming currently. Nope, it's just me. I thought Northern Lions would be streaming or something. Let me see. Well, in that case, I don't know. Oh, it's ad time? Oh no. Thank you for that. No problem. You're gonna go eat a salad? Enjoy your salad. Unless anyone has someone that I should raid, I'll probably just end it. I like raiding, I like sending everyone to someone else. Stream for 5.5 more hours and then raid me. Raid an e-girl. Do you have an e-girl that I can raid? There's only 27 people in the Kirby Air Raiders category. There's only 3,000 followers. That seems way too low to me. Because that's game of the year. That's oomph. Shrimps 7. Shrimps 24/7? 24/7. Hell yeah. Let's do that. That's very good. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Alright, I gotta remember how to do it. Oh, okay. The ad break just ended. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Alright. Okay, cool, that worked. Yeah. Alright. Well, that'll be extremely good. Bye, guys. Enjoy your shrimps. I'll see y'all in Rowan's chat later. But I hope everyone has a good day. Enjoy your weekend. Goodbye, goodbye. Peace.